Hi there, how's it going? We're in the next part, and I'm here explaining this dream. And I'm really hoping that as I am busy explaining this dream, I will understand it better as I go along. Because none of my dreams come to pass, guys. And when they come to pass, I only realize once they've come to pass that they came to pass. And some of them, when I get the dreams, I literally rebuke it, I reject it, I renounce it. I don't want it, and then it happens anyway. It makes me not undermine the sovereignty of God. When God will push you through a trial, he'll push you through a trial no matter what you say, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it. He's sovereign, and he knows how to bring to pass prophecy that he gives despite people trying to block prophecy. Joseph's brothers were trying to block prophecy from being fulfilled, and in so trying to block it, literally fulfilled it. So my dreams give me the heebie-jeebies. I can't say that enough. They give me the heebie-jeebies if they're bad, because sometimes they come to pass and I only wake up when I'm in the middle of the storm to realize that I dreamt about this anyway. So I'm hopeful that as I'm busy giving this dream, that I will understand what God is saying so I can dodge the bullet. But I doubt I'll be able to dodge it, because the providence is what fulfills the dreams, and I can't predict the providence because I just go into it. Like driving from one border town to another, next thing you find yourself in another country. That is just the nature of my struggles, you guys, with my prophetic gifting. Ngiyazama sometimes ukublock izinto engizibonayo, and I fail abysmally each and every time. Anyway, whatever. So I was talking about about Mapetla and Tladi, how in close proximity they are to each other. Just the same way that Botswana and South Africa are literally kissing each other. They are border countries. They're like Mexico and the US, for those of you who have better understanding of what's happening there in the West, more so than you do in Africa. Botswana is so close to South Africa that it was part of the country, but then it broke away and became an independent state type establishment thing. So it's no longer part of South Africa now. Yeah, South Africa used to be made up of South Africa, Lesotho, and Botswana. They were one country once, all called South Africa, but Lesotho and Botswana gained their own independence as independent nations, right? So that's literally how Botswana is basically South Africa. So if you are from Botswana, you can blend right into South Africa with no problems. It's like being from South America, Colombia, and then moving to Spain. You'll fit right in because you can speak the language. Nobody is going to even know that you're Colombian when you're in Spain. Yeah, well, the same thing is true with South Africa. If you go to Botswana or even Lesotho, nobody has to know. Literally nobody has to know that you I seriously hope that I don't have to get up and aid a situation. Anyway, nobody has to know unless you tell them. People in Lesotho are not going to know that you're from South Africa unless you say so. And similarly too, people in Botswana are not going to know that you're from South Africa unless you say so. Unless you say, I'm South African, because our English speaking accent is the same. Our languages are similar. People in Botswana also understand languages 1 minute, guys. Good on you. Okay, just got interrupted. They had to open for the domestic worker because this is my life. I'm just expected to be Lana when everybody else is not, because my mother doesn't care that I don't have a life. Anyway, whatever. Let's just move on. It's a guy. I didn't want to stop recording because. Why didn't I want to stop recording? Because I don't want, the edits are too much when I have to put two parts together that were previously small. Anyway, yeah. I was speaking about how people in Botswana and Lesotho also speak the languages here in South Africa that we speak, the very many of them. Amidst them are people who speak Afrikaans. Amidst them are people who speak Zulu, Ndebele, Siswati, Sepedi, Setsonga, whatever. It used to be one big fat country. So it might as well be the difference between, or the walking distance from Tladi Soweto to Mapetla Soweto. Yeah, it might as well be that kind of scenario. So God packaged it in such a way so as to give me understanding using my historical context. So all the emotions that come with what I imagine to be that abandonment by my country, or I.E. in this state, would be my family. my country would be the tantamount of my kasi, which was Tladi, to move to Botswana, which would be Mapetla, and my people, my family would be indeed, just like in the past, my family, or South Africans, then giving me over to the Batswanas, in an environment that used to be meshed with South Africa before. It was one big fat happy family, but now there's been segregation, right? And I found myself at the doorstep of Botswana, and it was on the doorstep of this grandmother's house, the second grandmother, right? And like I said, no mistreatment or anything like that I experienced, but there was a great sense of loss and a strong feeling of foreboding when I arrived in this country. And the first thing that like downloaded into my mind in the dream was, I don't really want this. Like, you know, when you are like saying, imagine saying I do to a man at the altar like this. The preachers, like, from this day forth till death do us part, like what before God, etc., whatever the vows are. And when you are supposed to say you do, I do, you're like, I do. Like, imagine saying I do that way, like, I do. Like, how sure? Like, I literally, as soon as I landed in Botswana, I was like, hi everyone, how you doing? And I just had this like strong feeling of foreboding, like this is a lot of compromise. I am compromising myself. And my fiance was, okay, so this is how the dream happened, right? I land in Botswana. This feeling of foreboding flushes over me. I find myself at the doorstep of this house that I was thrown to against my own will by my family, but this household was not abusive of me. And as soon as I get there, I'm like, hi everyone, you know, and I'm not like, hey, I'm so happy to come, this is my new home now, because I felt rejected. And I also felt a sense of loss, like, but my family's not here and they're not going to be at my wedding, and I'm not going to be able to just drive to my mom's house. I'm not going to be able to just meet up with a cousin. I'm not going to be able to just go to Clearwater Mall or drive to Sandton. I'm not going to be able to just, like, it's going to be a completely different land. I'm going to have to learn new geographical locations and accustom myself to new malls that are my favorite. And for me, it was like, but it was not a choice I wanted to make. It wasn't like an adventure where I decided that I want to move to a new country, so I'm going to have to get to learn this place. I didn't want to go there. I don't want to move there. So even the beauty and the glory of this new environment didn't matter to me. It just felt like I was in such a compromised space. And I got there on some, I guess I'm in Botswana and I'm getting married. And I had an understanding even in the dream that I didn't even tell anybody at home. In South Africa, long story short, that I'm getting married in Botswana. It's like I was eloping. It's like I was so fed up with what was happening with me back in South Africa that I accepted this proposal at the speed of lightning from this guy that I understood to have met online. We hit it off. Okay, let me move on to the next part now.